And next, we will start with the second presenter with the code of SEE09. Mr. Agustinus Haryadi. So Mr. Agustinus Haryadi is from Machugola University, and he will present their research about the strategic energy management model in a cement plant in Indonesia. So you can start the presentation, Mr. Agustinus.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Sylvia. Can you see my my slide already? Hold on, I'm not familiar with the.
Can you start the slideshow in the presentation?
Okay. Hold on. Have you seen the slide already?
Yeah, but yeah. Okay. You can start.
Okay. I can start, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the opportunity of presenting our work. So I do the work with Ibu Prapti. Actually, there are two papers for that. This one is related more on the text, the qualitative approach, and the other is actually the more on the numbers, the quantitative approach. But for this presentation, I will present only for this qualitative. Is the slide moving? Because I lost the slide in my computer. Sorry.
Yeah. Can you click the slideshow option?
Sorry, I'm
So
not
we
familiar
can
with this.
see it clearly.
Oh, sorry. I cannot move the slide. I don't know how. Is it moving, the slide?
Yes, this is slide number 2.
Slide number 2. Okay. Let me do. So the reason for the research is that there is a cement plan that demanded to conserve energy by Ministry of Environment and Forestry, by Ministry of Energy and Resources. There is a national environmental performance called proper. There is also a regulation that for 6,000 ton of equivalent to have energy management, and then that the energy is getting expensive and expensive. The problem is the cement plant does not have anything to do with energy management. There are only energy practices in place, scatter things, something like that. So there is a high demand in one set, and then there is no any everything to start with. So the issue is how to whether to start with the existing practices, which model actually to be chosen, to choose the ISO model, to choose the management strategic model, or to choose the regulation-based model, something like that. And then there is also a requirement from the management to integrate the energy management system to the already other technical aspect in the company, such as environmental management. So there is a big gap between that, and then the question is where to start with the model that will suit the development. So we have this 6-month uh, uh, what you call it, activity. In the beginning, that's the situation. And then based on the literature that the model of the Peace and Robinson providing management strategic give a more focus on the strategic aspect. And then the ISO model, as we know, that give more on the operational aspect, but a bit weak in terms of strategic, that kind of thing. And then one literature say that in order to establish a management system, energy management system, you need to divide, to make the relationship between the element of the management. So this is a complex operation, a cement plant relating to more than 1,000 people, that kind of thing. So you need to draw first before you decide which model will be chosen as the basis of the development of this energy system. So if you overlay between the management strategic model by Peace and Robinson, and then the ISO 15001 model, roughly you've got this kind of picture. Yeah. So this is the first integration, the first start for them. It is still abstract, it is still obscure for the company, and then they start to develop the model. So we are, as the author, visit them regularly, by which we apply this methodology. So the nature of the study is that the phenomenon is that there is no energy system in place, and then we need to interpreting the phenomenon, the progressing phenomenon from the initial up to the end, up to the timing that decided to be the final of the process. And then we take like abduction approach. Yeah? So we use a model from the Peace and Robinson. We use the model from the ISO to see the process of this energy management system development. And then we use the exploratory. So we will explore what the result of this activity of the, what to call it, the participant of the case study. So this is the case study. The boundary itself is the activity within the cement plant in East Java. The boundary is in the energy thing, yeah, energy management system. And we do observation interview. So along the way, company, almost every month, we company we ask for what to call it. There is a meeting, something like that. Sometimes we are into what happened of this participant doing the project development. After that, there is some research question to guide us why such energy issues are not put in the strategic level, and what energy management in place, as I mentioned before, and then how to develop energy management system in such a situation. So at some point, as I mentioned, that whether to use IMS, whether to use ISO, whether to use PP70 from government. It will go to the data collection. So the three participants mostly is he is a general manager and a manager and supervisor. Yeah. But actually we meet many people. We meet staff from other function. Even we meet a representative from risk-based department, because then the issue related to this risk-based management. So that's the main internal participant. We have also two participants from external, yeah, who are actually international auditor. So we like to have a time to observe the process of evaluation twice occasion, and as well as we interview them as regard to the they comment on the developing energy management system. So this is the result. It shows that finally they've got a customized energy management system model. If you compare with previous, there are many changes that we still have some strategic factor at the top, and then at the left you have more on the energy technical things, yeah, as a part of this energy management system model. There is additional opportunities and opportunity because, as I mentioned, that a request to integrate between energy management system with environmental management system with quality management system. And at the right, that's to accommodate the requirement of the major important stakeholder, the government. Yeah, all the demand are mostly coming from the government. Next is the result. So actually, after the process, they've got that they have a vision and vision in place, so they don't have to develop something, and then they find that analysis of external context and internal context is very important. They will keep it from the next process, and then they define like impact category to familiarize between everybody the strategic what you call it, strategic factor, yeah, which are not familiar. People more familiar with operational thing, and then the risk, so as I mentioned before, and then we can see that there is a additional activity in the company to define a strategy even in the mid level. Yeah, previously strategy is just given from the top or even given from the corporate, and then they just execute it. So there is a system for that to be established and is down, as well as the long-term objective. Yeah, this is a terminology from strategic, which actually the starting point of the project when they shifting from overlaying three models into one model, and as well as action plan that's contributed from the ISO to make sure that everything is planned, do and check and act. And then also a new thing to make correlated risks and opportunities with significant energy use. That's the result. Another result is it is only some question that we asked to participants. Actually, there is a developing and changing question along the process, and then the last three question is also ones that we give to external participant. By that, the result of this result is that the EDIM is the energy design and implementation model is able to meet internal and external requirement. Yeah, the internal means they have a system now already in place, and external is to meet the requirement of certification body, which will evaluate periodically as well, and to meet the demand in strategic level. As I mentioned that the initiation of the activity is to meet the energy performance, to meet the what you call it, the certification, to meet the establishment of energy management. The limitation of the project is that although it is not part of the research plan, there was an occasion to gather the 5 major participants, but finally we cannot have a group meeting to confirm everything. That's the limitation we meet during the project. And then the contribution is that this energy management system model is can be used in any industry. Yeah, I think other plant and other industry can refer to this process and use it as to improve what they intend to make the increasing energy performance. And the what to call it, recommendation with that, in the same cement plant, I think we can start with the quantitative research. Yeah, now we can correlate between the factors. We can see how the cause effect, something like that. Anything. Yeah. Before that, we have nothing to start with the what you call it, research to make such correlation. I think that's from me, Ibu Sylvia. If any comment or question, I will happy to respond it.
Okay, thank you, Pak Agustinus. It's a really nice presentation and also interesting topics. And I will start the question and answer with the first question from Evita, Ms. Evita Legowo. Question is, it looks like you want to answer the assignment from the several ministries with one model. Why is that? The first question.
Sorry, can you repeat it? It is that I have. Yes.
Okay. It looks like you want to answer the assignment from several ministries with one model. Why is that? Yeah.
No assignment from the ministry. Yeah, this actually the plan. The plan is demanded by the market. Yeah, demanded by the government to meet such requirement. If you are in Indonesia and you are part of the proper, you know the proper, Ibu Silva. Yeah. If you are a part of the proper, you have to have energy management system. You have to show that you have good energy performance, something like that. At the same time, they have to meet the government regulation number 70. So that fact, as well as that, they have to show to the, what you call it, Ministry of State-owned government that they operate efficiently. That's independent situation, and then they ask for a training, something like that. With that, and then we have what you call it, a connection. Then we can start the research on that respect. So there is no assignment actually, but because there is a necessity to establish a system, then we come into to do the research.
Okay, and the second question, so coming from Ms. Evita, do you think your model can be used in another industry?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because actually when we study the literature, most of the literature are showing that industry or factories take ISO for 15,000 as it is. Yeah. But according to our evaluation, according to our experience in other thing, we see that ISO 15,000 has a weakness in strategic thing. Yeah. So if we need to improve this energy management system, actually you need to add the strategic thing, which refer to this management strategic literature, that kind of thing. That will be complete. So basically, yes, it can be what you call it. It can be applied in any industry, and any other industry, but you need to do it customized. From our research, you cannot take a template model, something like that. Yeah, as I saw in the slide, there is overlay of the model. It looked like okay, but at the end, the model is very different. So customized is the answer of this kind of energy management system development.
Okay, Mr. Agustinus, we still have two more questions, but I think we can answer the second question from Budia Intriani. Is there any plan to include the utilization of renewable energy in the strategic SAM?
Oh yes, yes, yeah, yeah. That's I think now the plan need to address any external demand. So if in terms of energy, we know that the demand is to see more friendly energy sources, environmentally friendly, something like that. It must be taken by the upper box of the model. Anything from external are taken in, and then what you call it, do the evaluation in terms of risk and opportunity. If okay, and then go along the process, going down going down to the bottom of the model. So yes, then and that's the trend of the demand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Pak Agustino. Thank you for the next explanation. Actually, we still have one question in the chat box, but I think the time is up, so you can answer it directly in the chat box. Okay, thank you, Mr. Agustino.
Thank you everybody.